How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to CuboldCast. Today we're going to be talking about various strategy games and the ones that we like to play the most.
Yes.
Today is so nice out.
It is really nice. It's starting to become spring finally, even though it's not really going to be spring till next month.
Yeah, we have bikes.
I'm on a bike.
But I want to we're thinking about getting new bikes. Cuz
Get new bikes?
the bikes that we got from Dick's Sporting Goods 2016?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're old bikes, but
We had a lot of trouble with them too.
But it was only in the past couple of years though.
Well, one time you were biking and it bucked you off and it ripped
That's when
open
I
your leg.
first got the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came walking back home and there's blood.
I had to
all
carry
over
the
his
bike
leg.
home because the tire was broken. So I literally carried the bike home and my knee was all busted up.
You're also getting that. Was it yours or was it Jay's? The clicking issue?
One of them.
One of them has a clicking issue, and then the other one, the actual pedal doesn't actually tighten.
Yeah.
And so when you're biking, the pedal just pops out.
That's so weird.
It's
I bought
so
mine
irritating.
at Walmart for $90 and I've had it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Ours
This is
wasn't
so
super
odd.
expensive though.
They were $250 each.
They were less than that, I think.
Are you guys going to
200?
get road bikes?
No.
I love
Probably
road
a
bikes.
hybrid.
I want to get a good hybrid. Yeah.
Dude,
Road bikes are cool, but
No, they're so smooth.
I know they're smooth, but the thing is, for hybrids though, you can go mountain biking with them.
I never go mountain biking.
We have a trail next to our house that I've ridden a few times.
Yeah, it's
really
super fun.
That's the thing. That's why I wouldn't get any because I don't do that. I always ride on the roads and the trails.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys ride on, you do go on that trail. Yeah. The one next to the shooting range or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Well, didn't Ben go on that?
Oh,
and then he
yeah.
fell or something?
Something like that, yeah. And then you had to walk home.
No, I had to go rescue him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the bike bucked him off or he crashed or something. I think actually the bike crashed, hit a root and then bent.
Mhm.
So he got thrown off and he was all banged up. So I had to get in my dad's truck and drive over there, get the bike and pick Ben up.
Oh my.
You left Ben to walk home.
Yeah, I grabbed his bike and brought that home.
I don't know. It's getting to the point where we're gonna have to start doing stuff outside again.
I know. I'm actually
So-
excited for it though.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Plus, it's getting lighter out later, which
Mhm.
that's my favorite.
I don't like it.
I love it. It's just because you can. I don't know. It's so depressing when it gets dark.
I don't know. It's relaxing at night when it's dark at 5:30.
I can't. Literally, this last couple weeks, I've been seriously considering wanting to go down south.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was I just don't want to be here.
Maybe
It's-
eventually next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I was it's too cold. It gets dark early and it's depressing and I don't know. There's just something about being able to go to the beach when it's December or something, and it's a little chilly, but it's not cold.
Yeah.
Well, we were in Florida and I think it was October and it was literally 80 degrees out, 80, 85 every day.
That's crazy.
Even when it was raining, it was that temperature. But the thing is, it was that temperature down there, but it didn't feel like 85 here. It was nice.
That's weird. I always thought Florida would be muggy because
It was a bit,
down.
but I got used to it pretty quickly.
Hmm.
It just everything felt nicer than in Connecticut.
That's probably why a lot of people retire there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
They don't have to deal with winters anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something special about Christmas time and seeing snow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nice to see, but
Well, once Christmas and New Year's are done,
yeah.
then you got the next 2 months of snow.
Yeah. I hate January and February.
So
February, I don't
spend
mind
that
as
time
much.
here and then goes down south for the rest of the
Yeah, that's
winter time.
true.
Was
Have
it?
two
I
houses.
think January is the worst. I think February is not that bad.
Yeah.
February for me at
February's
least this
shorter.
year, it's it hasn't been that bad.
Yeah. Well, it's a shorter month.
Mhm.
What do we have? 8 days left?
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait till
Then
March.
it's March.
Well, let's hope we don't get a freak storm, which happens a lot. Or snow.
Sometimes it happens in April.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened in April before. It sucks, but
It's going to be 60 on Wednesday or 65.
Really?
isn't it 60 right now?
It's 40.
I don't know.
No,
Well,
really?
This morning it
kinda
was
feels
40.
like
It was
50.
it was warm though.
This morning the thing
Let me
said
see.
40.
Let me check the
It kind of felt like 50.
46.
Oh, okay.
46. But yeah.
60, I might go biking or go out
Mm.
for a hike.
Yeah, I've gone biking when it's 50, 40 degrees and my hands die
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
the wind is constantly blowing on them.
And you like the cold too.
I do like the cold, but if it's constant cold blowing at you when you're biking, it's it can get
Mhm.
tedious.
Yeah. Chug will go out in the snow in shorts and barefoot.
I don't. The only time I've ever
Like, you've done that
pants.
every year except for this year.
What?
The running outside in the snow.
Oh, I did it this year.
Oh, you did? I haven't seen you do that.
I just ran around the house.
Yeah.
You just all you have to do is just.
You don't wear pants.
Well, you
wear 'em
I wear
occasionally.
pants. I wear pants when I
Have to. Well,
not technically have to when it's appropriate.
to.
Yeah, but like if I'm in my free time, I just wear shorts.
That's crazy.
'Cause, like
That's
I
the
don't know.
opposite of me. I wear pants almost all the time unless I'm working out or doing something active.
For me, it's mostly any opportunity I could possibly do, I'll wear joggers because they're so comfortable. Like
Yeah.
even if it's like a remote meeting or something, I'll wear joggers and then have like a polo on top.
Oh my.
Just because I want joggers and like fluffy socks or something.
Yeah.
I saw this video. It was some sort of Zoom call, and this guy was wearing a suit coat, and he got up to like close the door or something, and then the other people in the Zoom call started laughing, but then the other guy in the call got up, and he was in his underwear too.
Oh.
Like they're all like, just
I
sitting
think
there.
say he's like completely naked under.
No,
Oh my.
no. Caleb would like to watch that though.
Oh yeah.
They would all be scrambling to turn on the screen recorder.
So we got new Wi-Fi finally.
Oh,
It only took what, 6 months?
I don't know.
Longer,
Probably,
right?
Yeah. Well,
Wait, how long have you been here for?
we've
I
been
have
for
no idea.
A year?
I actually don't know.
Well, we've had this room. We just recently got that room over there.
we might have been here for a year. No. Because we were in the other place for a year at the beginning of the year. Remember that? We actually moved.
That's where we first started, right? I mean,
No.
Wait, how long have we been here?
It's been a while. I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
we
it was-
started at your house.
Well, yeah, that was a couple of years ago. It was my house.
Yeah.
But then we got the other place, and that was beginning of 2021, I think. And then I think we moved in here like around
Seems like so long ago.
end of summer. Remember? Because we had to move out of the other place.
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
that's
that.
right. Man, that seems like forever ago.
Yeah, it does.
It wasn't even that long ago.
So odd.
Yeah, but finally we have good Wi-Fi. And we're all using Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which that
Finally.
shouldn't even ever be something that we're excited for. But it's just that the old Wi-Fi was so bad.
One
We had
person
to
would watch a
use-
YouTube video, and everyone else's connection would shut off. It
Yeah,
was
we had
terrible.
to use hotspots to actually like get a normal connection.
Yeah,
But
It's pretty sad when a hotspot is better than Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
yeah, that was terrible.
Also, Chug, Elden Ring.
yeah,
We've been waiting for this for a long time.
was it like when did they finally like say that they were making another game?
Maybe
Like 3 or
2
4 years ago?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Was
they,
it 2?
They announced Elden Ring. No trailers or anything. Not even
I
screenshots.
don't even think it was that long ago. Well, I remember watching. Was it the PlayStation like announcement or whatever? For
Well,
it?
yeah, but that was the actual trailer though. That
the
was
first
different.
time they revealed it.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I actually like knew that it was coming
Well,
out.
the things with this game, people thought it was like fake. They weren't showing anything off for it. They weren't like telling other people about like certain things about the game. They didn't even know what the game was about. So people, for the longest time, people thought it was fake.
And
That
this
they were just working on a secret project that wasn't actually Elden Ring or something, but it turned out to be Elden Ring.
and this is the one where the creators of Game of Thrones and the creators of the original Dark
Or
Souls
writers
series,
of Game of Thrones.
writers, and they're kind of combining or whatever. Not
Yes.
combining, but
Well,
Wait, is it a
they
new
made the
studio?
story. No, it's FromSoft.
oh, okay.
No, FromSoft is developing the game, and then George R.R. Martin is doing the story for it. And so he created the story, and they based the game around the story he created.
Oh, okay.
So
People regard those books as like some of the best books, like
What,
storybooks, the Game of Thrones
Yeah.
books. So people are expecting that the story of Elden Ring is going to be really good.
What if it crashed? What if it's like
honestly,
No, I don't think it would be.
honestly, if the story is not that great, I feel like from what we've seen already, the game looks amazing.
Well, the people who have played it have said it's amazing, right?
Yes.
They said it's like the best.
They
Dark
only
Souls
got
game.
access to the first area and like the first big boss of the game, and they said it was crazy.
Huh.
Well,
So
Yeah, I rarely pre-order games, and I pre-ordered this one on Christmas.
I can't wait to
Oh, wow.
I can't wait to play this Thursday. But when this podcast comes out, it'll probably be
the day after.
the day after. So
So we'll talk about it next podcast.
yep.
Well, what's the one thing? Like, okay, so I've started Dark Souls 3, and I'm like,
You've started
Couple
it.
hours
you
in.
speed ran it.
I speed ran it. I cheesed the whole game.
Yeah, that's gonna
I'm
run
not
out
that-
eventually.
I'm not that type of person. Like, I want to be fed a story.
I can see that. Yeah. What
Like,
were we saying?
If I get mad at something, I'm gonna I'm just gonna stop playing it.
Yeah.
But if anything were lacking from the Dark Souls games, it'd probably be a story, right?
No.
If you want a story,
Well, no, I'm
it's
not
there.
saying. No, I'm saying if anything were to be lacking, it's not meant for a story, but it's lacking a story.
It's not lacking a story though.
There's
well, technically yes.
You could
there's a massive story.
sit down, go on YouTube, spend like 10 to 20 hours just watching lore videos, watching different things that happen in the game. That the whole story of it.
Yeah,
it's crazy how big it is.
It's completely optional. So you like to be fed a story. This game doesn't feed you anything. It doesn't even force anything in your face.
Right.
It's all up to you to go and seek out.
Right. Which is what I mean is like it's lacking a story that causes people to be invested in it. A lot of people.
Oh,
like
I'm invested in it. Technically.
Well, like Jaden, he played it and he wasn't really invested in the story much.
He didn't really look into the story.
Right.
Though.
But the one thing that this could solve, well, not solve necessarily, but it may actually give the Dark Souls gameplay a story like something like God of War or something.
Well, the thing is
extremely investing.
The difference between these two games, and I've seen videos on it too, with people say if you go into Elden Ring playing like Dark Souls, you're going to lose. Like, there's apparently weapon arts which you learn, and then you could use those weapon arts against the enemies. Dodge and roll isn't really it's a big thing of it, but like, I don't know. You watch some videos on it or something.
Is it more parry? And
I'm not gonna watch stuff until it comes out.
No,
I'll just see how it is.
Yeah, it's not. There's not like parrying. Actually, there is parrying, but people say that it's different. So we're gonna have to probably get used to that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I wouldn't say it's lacking a story because there's a huge story with tons of side quests and like other quest lines, lots of lore, but you're not fed that. It's not like
it's
a
lacking
typical
in the
story
sense
game.
that someone doesn't necessarily play Dark Souls for the story.
No, and honestly don't even care about the Elden Ring story. If I'm being honest, I just care about the gameplay.
yeah, well, the story in Dark Souls is kind of like icing on the cake, though.
Yeah,
It's like the extra thing that they throw on that you can go into if you want to,
right.
but like you don't have to.
I think the one selling point for me is if it has that gameplay, that solid gameplay and bosses, but it also has like this amazing story that makes me want to basically push through the pain of having to beat these bosses. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's the one thing with Dark Souls is like I don't care. Like I did not care. Like I had trouble with the crystal boss, and I was like, Jaden, I don't care to beat this guy, but I finally did it. But there was nothing driving me. Like I didn't have this like story that if I beat this boss, I find out more of what happens.
Yeah, but you need to beat the Crystal Sage so you can get to the Cathedral of the Deep, so you can get the doll, so you can get on the Rithriel of the Boreal Valley Bridge.
But I don't know about the Cathedral of the whatever. Like I don't know that's next.
I know.
Well, if you do talk to the NPCs, they do tell you things.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're completely on your own, but you're not fed anything to the point where you have to figure out everything on your own.
You kind of just find yourself in these areas and try to explore them to figure out why these areas are there.
Yeah.
And then listen to the one dialogue that they tell you, and then they don't repeat that dialogue.
Yeah.
So you have to be paying attention.
I don't know. I could see why you're not a huge fan of it.
Well, that's just my issue. Is like I don't want to explore because I'm gonna die because the NPCs are really hard.
Yeah.
As is for me at least. Like obviously you can like go through it with no armor or whatever that one hit.
Oh yeah.
deprived.
Deprived class. Yeah.
But like me, I don't want to do that because I'm gonna die.
That's the way it is with Sekiro. Sekiro, I have nothing pushing me to finish the game because it's literally like it's like Geometry Dash, more so than Dark Souls. Because Sekiro, you have to block and parry every little hit, or else you're dead. Like you get hit twice, probably most of the time once, and you're dead.
It's one of my favorite games.
You mean it's like Geometry Dash? How like with the really hard levels, you have to play them over and over and over.
There's rhythms to the bosses, and so you have to follow those rhythms, or else you'll die.
And you have to know these exact prompts, like, oh, you have to spam this 10 times in a row, or like you have to dodge here, then attack forward, then jump back, and like all this random things.
I don't know. That doesn't sound.
It's
very
amazing.
fun.
It's not. I don't think it's.
No,
fun.
that's your opinion.
Yeah.
So. Souls-like games are like my lifeblood of games that I love. Like Neo and Surge.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing Neo, but Sekiro is just a completely different
Surge looks
beast.
kind of fun.
It is cool.
Surge is fun. I like Surge.
But yeah.
Oh, you bought a bunch of spicy noodles, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we've been the past year or two. we've been addicted to these spice noodles. They're called what is the brand? Like
Boldak.
Boldak.
Well, it's been like you got them first when we got Vanguard, so it hasn't even been a year.
That wasn't the first time.
Has it been a year? No, I've gotten them way before that.
Oh,
The first time I got them, I watched
Matt Stoney.
Matt Stoney. He did a challenge where he ate like 7 or 8 packs at once with all the flavoring packets in the noodles. And I was like, those are good. Can I get those on Amazon? And I found them on Amazon, and then I bought them, but I forgot when it was.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
But like, I found this pack the other day. It was a 20 pack. It was a box of 20 of these spicy noodles, and I bought it.
they're very good.
I don't know. They're so good.
You gave me 2, and I ate the first one the first night that you gave me, and I ate the second one last night.
Yeah.
So good.
You know what's surprising though? I combine it with tuna, like a can of tuna. And it's really good. I bet if you put chicken in there, it'd be good too.
Yeah, I've been meaning to put something in there.
Yeah, there's
Just
a
extra
lot you
protein.
can do with ramen. Like, a lot.
Yeah, I got clowned on for putting beef in my ramen years ago.
Okay,
Well, you
it
sent a
looked
picture.
like
It was
it
nasty.
literally looked like
But
the
it
bowl of a
tasted
toilet.
so good.
I found that picture a couple months ago and I sent it, and people were so confused to what it was because it looked
It was
nasty.
so good though.
It's not as bad as it's not as bad as my my addiction to squeezing the buns on hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
Like
That makes it taste good though.
it does.
Like,
it
I've
tastes
done it.
really good doing that. but-
Boiled hot dogs are superior
They are.
because they're
Mm.
juicy, and then if you squeeze the bun, like, well, it looks. If you squeeze the bun, it makes it less bread. Like
yeah,
it's more
and
condensed.
It's more
Yeah.
condensed, so it like you taste it better.
But if you have a lot of condiments in there, then it just squishes out everywhere.
Ew.
Well,
You don't have condiments.
I don't have condiments. I just
It's
eat
kind
it
of
with-
good plain.
Yeah.
Boiled
It's
hot
like-
dogs, yeah.
It's like eating a corn dog, except without the corn.
Yeah.
Corn dogs
it's
are
like-
weird.
Corn dogs are weird, but
I won't name any names, Ricky, but there's someone that we all know that burns their hot dogs to a crisp.
do you like it that way?
They're all
No.
shriveled and sad.
I never made hot dogs for you
Not
guys. I don't know what
you.
you guys are talking about.
I'm not talking about you. I won't say anything. But
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
you
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
The
yeah.
wrinkled hot dogs.
And he likes them that way? It's weird.
Yeah. Or it's so nasty when you see competitive eaters eat hot dogs the way they do. I mean,
Ugh.
it's effective, but it's like
It's, yeah, like,
the cup is filled with the remnants of the.
they
bun.
dip the bun in the water.
That's
So
nasty.
gross.
It's so gross. One of the worst things is soggy bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could never. I would gag.
There was one time we made like pizza bites or something, and the pizza bite was really hot. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not waiting for this. So I just took a pizza bite, put it under the sink, and
Oh,
drenched
what?
it in water and just ate it.
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted to eat one. I didn't
Ew.
want to wait for it to cool down. So I was just like, whatever.
Was it gross?
It wasn't too bad.
That is gross.
It didn't soak the water in.
You
though,
open the
'cause-
pocket and you pour water in there.
No,
Yeah.
you turn it upside down. You know, with the hard bottom, you just drench it in cold water, and it cools the rest of it down without like
You're
ruining
talking
the
about
sauce.
the bagel ones.
The little bagel
bites.
bites.
Oh, the bagel. Ugh.
I don't know. It wasn't too bad. It didn't soggy it up or anything.
You know, I'm kind of glad we're not doing anything gross this week for a challenge. No
Yeah.
nasty candies.
Yeah, that was fun. That was my favorite.
I
That
mean,
was fun.
we're gonna be doing stuff like. Well, one idea is to try different kinds of pizzas with like odd toppings.
That's
Pineapple.
not bad.
We have to get like small pieces of pizza.
I've never tried like caviar.
I mean, anchovy pizza?
Oh, anchovies.
I've never tried. I
I'd
don't
try
know.
it.
I would. I wonder if there's a place that would let us do like I don't know, a variety.
Maybe like individual pieces, like 3 pieces. For
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be
Or
kinda
like
cool.
a 3-way split. We can try them all.
Mhm.
I've never tried pineapple on pizza.
I have. It's not that bad.
I mean, from what I can
But-
imagine, I don't think it'd be terrible. I probably wouldn't get it.
It's
I'm gonna get
weird.
bacon and onion or something.
Yeah.
I feel like people who say that's better are just memeing.
Oh,
Because who
yeah.
could honestly think that's better than normal pizza?
Why would you get?
What is it? Ham and pineapple? Like
yeah.
Why would you get pineapple when you can get bacon and onion or like or meat lover? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So last week we did a collab video with Should You Play It, and that went really well.
That went extremely
That was
well.
fun.
Like we're nearly at 300 views on that one.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
I'm really happy with it. And I think the whole video turned out good too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I kind of asked some people in the Discord, and people want more collabs because it was really interesting.
Yeah.
So we got to.
Did people watch the whole thing? Because that was our longest podcast yet.
I don't know. I'm sure there was a few.
What is it? If you do go and listen to it, we would highly recommend you watch the video because you can see their perspective of it too. So
Yeah, I like the way the video portion's set up.
yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I think it looks pretty good.
CuboldCast.
They sent a green screen, and I wasn't sure if they wanted me to change that to something else.
Oh
so I
yeah,
just left
I
it.
think I forgot. That was a part of the plan, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. I forgot. I think it was just because I think.
Well, in their videos, they use that, then they like kind of move themselves in the corners.
Yeah. But I didn't know if they were going to change that before or send that over to us.
Yeah, it's okay. It still turned out great though.
Yeah.
I like that. We got to do more. For sure, we're gonna talk to more people.
So we're talking about strategy games, which we're going really broad with these strategy games.
Well, they're mostly strategy games that we've either played in the past or have seen people play in the past. Like, we're not talking about Warhammer. We don't know anything about Warhammer.
Vermintide have played that. That's not a strategy game though.
No, I'm talking about Warhammer, the Warhammer strategy games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about like Vermintide or 40,000 Space Marine or whatever those Warhammer games are.
I do have a question. So, Dota, that's an MMO.
MOBA.
That's a MOBA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know how MOBAs work because I've never played any.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I just thought in my head I was like, it's an above view, and it kind of looks like something that
I was thinking about putting like League of Legends on the list, but like
that's not strategy. That's a MOBA.
It is a MOBA, but I thought MOBAs were technically strategy too.
Multiplayer.
I don't know.
Oh wait, MOBA.
I don't know what it stands for, to be honest.
Looking it up. Multiplayer online battle arena.
Oh.
So they're not really strategy. I'm pretty sure it's like everyone has their own character they chose and they just go fight each other.
You get that MOBA mice.
I don't like MOBAs.
I don't even think I've ever played one. If I have, I don't know.
It's not my thing. Oh, we should also mention that the new Lost Ark game, that thing is crazy. It's number 2. No, it's an MMO, but it replaced CS:GO as the second most played Steam game of all time.
People are saying
Dota, I think.
What is it?
Dota
People
2.
are saying that they like it way better than New World, which is huge.
I don't know, because I've been seeing that it's like super. So people are calling it gray, like as in lacking color and it's just typical MMO kind of thing without anything special.
It's exploded.
People like it though.
Yeah,
I think it was like the second day after it came out on Twitch. It was over 500,000 people watching.
Yeah.
What is it at right now for on Twitch? Let me see.
I don't know, but I know a lot of people were pumped for it.
I know, what is it? Like, Asmongold?
No.
Basically he's a huge World of Warcraft streamer. He has like over 50,000 hours in World of Warcraft.
Whoa.
But like he's a huge Lost Ark player right now. Whenever he's playing, I look on Twitch and I see 150,000 people watching him play Lost Ark. It's like,
what's
how?
weird?
I've been wanting to try it.
It's weird because like there's this whole I guess it would be a subgenre of like gaming viewers and players that at least I don't even really relate to or like know exist, like the MOBA community. Like that's a huge portion of the gaming community, but I don't even know they exist or how big that community is. But I'm sure it's massive.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Same with the MMOs. Like I'm actually a huge fan of MMOs, but I just don't have the time to get into any of them because they're so time sucking.
But there's certain ones that are really good, like a Universe.
Oh yeah,
that was like the first MMO that we've really ever played.
Well, if New World wasn't a graphics card killer, I would definitely still be playing.
I don't think it's killing graphics cards anymore, but I tried it again like last month, and even though our cards are really good, like you still go into the hub areas and you get like 50 FPS.
Yeah, I don't mind that though, but I'm still afraid it's gonna kill our graphics cards.
Yeah.
Wasn't it usually for the 3090s?
EVGA 3090s, yeah. But
just EVGA?
Even then,
yeah.
It took us.
Okay.
No, it was like other ones too.
The first implementation of that was EVGA 3090s. And then it started going to like Asus 3090s and MSIs. It was like they fixed the issue for the EVGA ones, and then it brought a whole new bunch of issues for the other ones too. So it was like they took the load off of here, placed it on another.
So who's at fault for that? Would it be the game?
Okay, so Amazon says that it's the graphics card, like the actual companies that are at fault. But Amazon's at fault because they did a bad job of coding certain things.
Well, yeah, bad job at coding, but graphics cards shouldn't self-destruct from a game that's coded badly.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's kind of odd. I don't know who's
know.
at fault.
It's probably both.
Yeah.
It's probably both that's at fault, to be honest. But
I mean, I guess while they were developing the graphics card, they wouldn't necessarily know like whatever issue happened.
I think it was a soldering issue.
Oh, like probably definitely.
It's a manufacturer.
Yeah, I think there was one issue where there was a certain graphics card that there was something that wasn't soldered correctly, and it was like messing with the game. But other graphics cards didn't have that issue and still were bricking. So
are there new GPUs coming out this year?
Those are the 3090 Ti's.
Oh, isn't that a thing?
That's a thing, but I don't know when they're coming out.
I don't know.
Is that really what they're doing?
Yeah,
come on.
It's like ridiculous.
This is like, I don't know. They're already in a shortage and they're already making like 5,000 different.
Well, they're making one that's more
cards.
expensive than all the other ones because it's going to generate so much money.
Yeah, it's going to be scalped like crazy.
They definitely, they're not taking care of the issue at hand.
And they don't have any motivation to.
Yeah, they're just making a bunch of money. That's a shame.
Anyway, back to strategy.
Yes.
That's a genre that we don't play a ton, but every once in a while we'll have phases.
Yeah.
Where we'll play it a lot.
It's kind of like a Rust type thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't consistently play, well, the last couple weeks aside, I don't consistently play a strategy game. Although the one that I have been playing and that I play a lot, especially when Sam's on, is Northgard.
Northgard is good.
Northgard is fun.
That's my favorite strategy game.
The thing I don't like about Northgard is that, yeah, there is the combat focus of it, but your armies are so small in comparison to every other strategy game.
Yeah.
I like games where you have like a massive army with hundreds or like maybe at least dozens of troops.
Was it Bannerlord?
Oh, Bannerlord.
Was mentioned Bannerlord when you're talking about armies here.
Yeah, that's not a strategy game. It's a medieval simulation game. I guess it's kind of strategy in that you actually have to go through the map and like take over strategic castles. But when you do the battles, you can actually participate in the battles yourself. Like take control of your character and command your army and stuff. But Bannerlord, you can have like 500 troops on screen.
What about for the last mod that you were playing? Like you were playing some Game of Thrones mod for it?
It increases everything. Like it's a new map.
Wasn't there like 15,000 people in a battle?
Oh, yeah. Like you can have armies of like 10,000 people.
Wow.
Crazy stuff.
And they're all on screen.
Well, no. Maybe like 500 to 1,000 on screen at one time.
Oh, really? Insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then as they die off, more troops will come as reinforcements.
That does sound really cool.
But it's one of those long haul games.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, but when I get into it, I will spend so much time just conquering everything.
Well, with Northgard, that is true. It's smaller. I think like probably the most troops I've ever seen one person have is like 30 or 40.
I was playing the other day and I had like 25.
It's very hard because Northgard is like, it's more match based type. So like the longest game would probably run you like a couple hours, but usually they're like an hour or 40 minutes. But you start out with like 4 villagers, nothing, and it's a tile system too. So you take tiles and you can conquer tiles, and then you conquer their town hall.
It's not like Civilization tiles where there's like individual tiles. It's like a plot of land where you can only place like 4 buildings on.
Yeah, and you can pay to have it upgraded, but the plot of land, like, it's kind of hit or miss, which is one thing that I dislike about it. Is it's very
RNG based.
RNG because so everyone starts out with 1 tile, and then you get a scout, and you hire a scout in order to kind of explore everything, the whole map, because it's all blacked out. And it's RNG in that some of the tiles near you can be really good, like they'll have good soil, so you can put a farm there, or it'll be a pond, so you can put a fishery there and make food. But some of them, like I had one the other day where I got surrounded by NPCs. They're called Draugrs, and they're really hard to beat when you're starting out because you don't have a military yet. So like it's kind of RNG, and that's the one thing I don't like about it. But I think that's more of my style of strategy game, just because it's
simple.
It's simple. It's round. It's kind of more round based type. Like you can play a couple in a night. Rather than like something like Bannerlord, which it has strategy elements to it, but that you get lost in for like hours and hours.
Yeah.
Now that's a real time strategy. What is it called? Northgard.
Yeah, it is real time.
Polytopia is turn based.
Polytopia is fun.
I love Polytopia. That one's probably my favorite.
Yeah, Polytopia is one of those games where you can literally just sit on the couch and like with your friends and play.
Yeah, I remember at the start of the pandemic, it was one of those uncertain times, and you were like kind of unsure what to do with yourself, or like because you're just stuck at home for the first time, and you're like, okay, what do I do now? So I remember being like slightly like not like anxious, but like a little depressed and like anxious, I guess. Just laying on the floor playing Polytopia for hours, like not knowing what to do with myself.
It was that, and then it was the first couple weeks of the pandemic we played Rust.
Yeah,
that's true.
Wasn't that when we had the massive 2-layer base with 2 courtyards?
That was the biggest,
26
most
turrets
epic base we've ever built.
That was insane.
We went ham.
We literally made so many allies, and what is it? Like the base was so massive that we literally told them to come raid us.
Yeah, I don't think they could have.
They probably couldn't have.
Yeah.
There was a shotgun trap on every door.
That was sick.
Polytopia, it's a mobile game first. And fun fact is actually Elon Musk's favorite game. So he actually put it on all Tesla cars.
Oh, nice.
On the little tablets on the Teslas. But that game's free on mobile, and then you have to buy the tribes individually. But for PC, you pay like $10 or $15 something. You get all the tribes except for the little special tribes, and you buy those separately.
Is that a normal thing in strategy games? Because I know Northgard, you buy some of the newer tribes, or like...
It's a more recent thing.
No, not really. It's in a lot of games like that.
Actually, yeah, because I could see like Hearts of Iron 4, like you can purchase DLCs, but it's not like tribes. And then in Age of Empires, you could also purchase... I know in Age of Empires 3 at least, I don't know about 4. You can actually purchase what is it? Countries like Japan.
Oh yeah.
If you want to use Japan, you could purchase Japan, or if you want to use like Singapore, you could get Singapore. I don't know, something like that.
So, I think I mentioned before, Northgard is probably it is my favorite strategy game, and it's RTS, so it's real time. And you like Polytopia, and that's just strategy game because you have turns. So you take a turn, your enemy takes a turn.
And you can have a huge map if you want to have the game longer, or you could have a really small map. But the bigger it is, the bigger of an army you can have. And then you actually have to do more strategy because you have like a whole front where you defend that front, and then you can flank the enemy from the back. And like there's more strategy involved, at least with the war part of it. Then you have to get stars. Like you have to focus on capturing territories and unlocking skills, so that you can have enough skills by the time war starts. Because there's a huge combat focus. With Northgard, there are other ways besides combat to win.
I never turn those on.
Which I don't like those.
Yeah, Sam likes it, but you can win by trade, being like the biggest trader.
The first time I ever played Northgard was with Brian.
Yeah.
And that was just me and him. Nobody else was into Northgard at that point. And what is it? We played our first match together. We versed each other too, and I won. And it was a wisdom victory. You know what a wisdom victory is?
Is it when you get enough?
You get every single blessing skill.
Oh,
so like literally just get every single one, and then you automatically win.
It just seems a bit too easy to me.
It is too easy.
I don't like
domination. Win just seems like the cooler.
I only do domination, but is Polytopia a tile system?
Yeah, they're little squares.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And each troop has a separate movement, so you can only move your troops like 2 to 3 tiles per turn. But every tribe has their own special units too, like especially the DLC tribes. Like there's an ice tribe that you can actually freeze over the water and like go across the water without boats. Or there's another tribe where you can actually get dragons and like hatch the eggs and send them across like overseas to breathe fire on everyone.
That's like, okay, so that element is something that I like to see in strategy games. And like, this is why I like Northgard so much. And this is something that you don't see in like XCOM and some of the other ones, is that there's all these different tribes. Like with Northgard, it's Norse mythology. So you have like a dragonkin where you can sacrifice your some villagers, and you keep like your dragon god happy or something because there's like a meter, and then you can also make them into giants or like war chief type things.
I actually hate the Dragon Clan.
I hate fighting the dragon.
No, not hate fighting it. I hate playing it.
Me and Sam had to fight it, and it was so annoying. They had like 6 giants.
Oh man.
And then there's like the Kraken clan, and there's all these different clans, and then they all have their own
Pros and cons
to it. Like I know Brian likes to play. Brian is so aggressive. He likes to play the Wolf clan, which is really good with your military. It's very military focused. And he just harasses like constantly. He's really annoying to play against. But I kind of like that how there's like different clans and stuff because it plays towards different people's different play styles. And with Polytopia, I think I played like what did I play? Like one of the native ones.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't play all that much, but I do like how strategy games have that. I don't know if Age of Empires has that.
It has not clans, it's countries.
But they have like pros and cons.
They have different things to each one. Like let's say England, you beat England and they're really good at trading overseas. Or you play as France and you build up your colony, but your army isn't that great. Or you play as, let's say, America, and you have a great army, but your trading isn't that great with anybody else or something like that. So you do have pros and cons to everything. But the thing is, with Age of Empires, it's to fight against somebody else. It's not like Northgard in the fact that you want to try and build your army up. Obviously, that's a big thing, but is to get to the other person first as they're building up their colonies. So like,
do you conquer?
You do.
But it's not tile, is it?
It's not tile, no. And it's real time too. But the hard part is most Age of Empire like competitive players can literally destroy you in less than like 15 minutes. So like they know exactly what to do, where to put everything. Like exactly where to send their scouts, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Do all these different things, and you can't stop it unless you know what you're doing.
Would you say Age of Empires is your favorite like strategy game?
Northgard is.
Northgard? I love Northgard.
Age of Empires is fun, and we've played it like for years. But as a strategy game, I think Northgard is more fun than Age of Empires.
Is the 4th one out yet?
It is. I've played it.
Is it good?
It got mixed reviews, right?
Yeah, it's fun, but honestly, it's like I can go back to 3 and still have as much fun as 4. It's like they didn't really do anything different.
Okay.
But I didn't play it for that long, so if anybody plays it, and
I know Brian said he didn't like it.
He paid $60 for it, played it for like 2 hours, and didn't like it and stopped playing it.
Brian is a lover of Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah.
How many hours?
That game is hardcore.
It is.
Yeah.
How many hours does he have in it?
A couple thousand.
Which I actually tried to get into it, and I played it for a couple hours, and I think there's just too much to worry about. Like, too much extraneous stuff. Like, I don't care if these tanks have a specific type of tread on them. I just want to invade. Like, why do I need to care about this, like, engineering stuff?
Well, not only to invade somebody, you have to, like, go through this document process where you need to, like, ask if it's, like, from your country's government, if it's good to invade, and then you have to wait, and then you have to go through all these different things and surround the place, kind of like real life.
Well, there's like
you need to actually like sway Congress to even let you attack in the beginning.
It's like
it's so the other thing is like the political system, where you can actually make your civilians in your country like kind of you can you can add propaganda to make your civilization like sway towards a certain thing or not.
It's weird.
Insane.
Which that part sounds kind of fun.
It's cool, but
it takes so long to do anything.
Yeah.
Because it's actually like supposed to be like real time where you start in a year and it'll take you years to do things. So like, I don't know how long a day is, but it's a couple minutes, or like if you have it on the fastest speed, like 30 seconds. Yeah. And you got to just sit through this and wait for all this to happen.
Brian was trying to teach me how to play, and I think we went 11 hours in like a 2 or 3 day period where he was trying to teach me how to play. I still don't know how to play.
Oof.
It was like that 5-minute video you created. I don't know. I watched it. I still don't even know.
That's crazy. I got a lot of comments on that. People saying thank you, but it's just to start them out.
Yeah.
But Brian helped me with that because I don't even know how to play.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of what is it? Like you said, you have to like there's different choices and you have to sway the people to do different things. It reminds me of Frostpunk.
That game looks very interesting.
You played that for a while, didn't you?
I did, yeah. It's hard.
What is that? Real time?
It's not a strategy. It's okay. The reason I don't want to.
It is strategy.
It is strategy, but it's not like So basically, the whole world is destroyed, and the only civilization left is this one little mix of people within this small little like crater, and it's winter. It's freezing, and you try to just keep your people alive because you have to keep the furnaces going. Then you have to send people out to like get food or like gear or stuff like that. And then you have to make these really hard choices to like, you can choose to like make the child labor in the place. Like that was a big part of it.
Maybe it was hard for you because you were like, oh, child labor, let's do that.
No. But the thing is, with child labor, you get more stuff from it. But the people are less happy about it, and they eventually like start to rebel against you because like you're making their children work, and like things like that. Like I don't know, it's a really interesting game. I would highly recommend you guys try it.
I have it on Epic. I got it free a while ago.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be strategy, right? But just kind of like different.
Yeah, it's a hard game though. It's really hard.
What are your thoughts? What are you guys' thoughts on like what's a better playstyle for you personally? RTS or just strategy? Like turn-based or real-time?
I don't know. I kind of like turn-based, but there are good things about real-time that I like too. So if Polytopia was real-time, like if there was a version of it that was real-time, that'd be cool too.
Yeah. I think it depends. Like I think I probably prefer real time as long as it's not like Hearts of Iron.
Yes.
Or I have to wait like.
Well, Hearts of Iron isn't real time. You can pause.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in Northgard you can pause too.
Can you?
Twice only.
Oh, well, you can pause whenever. You can skip time.
Oh, okay.
Like stuff like that. I think just do whatever.
Most of the time I probably prefer real time. But then I also prefer turn based as long as it's like a limit to how long your enemy can do. Like Risk. Like Risk is really fun, and like the Steam game. Obviously, the board game's fun too, but there's like a limit to how long your enemy can take a turn. I don't want to be sitting there for like 5 minutes waiting for someone to take a turn. But I don't think Risk would be Well, it wouldn't even work if it was real time.
Remember that game we played on the PS3? Do you remember
the one Risk?
Yeah. But I'm gonna see if he remembers the name of it.
What do you mean?
The Risk game we used to play on the PS3 together. I'm seeing if you remember the name.
I have a bad memory. Really,
it's called Risk Factions. Look it up real fast. Like
that sounds. I'm thinking of Risk. I'm thinking of Faction Gorilla.
No. Risk Factions. It's like
That does sound familiar.
Remember there was like the cat.
There were aliens, right?
There was aliens.
this game.
There was like the general that you could be.
Dude, this game was amazing.
That Risk game was so fun.
Oh my goodness! I wonder if this is on Steam.
I checked. It's not.
No.
You know, it looks almost identical to the one on Steam.
It does,
except for the characters.
Yeah, I like the characters a lot.
That is true. This is literally Risk on Steam. But the characters, the robot. Remember the robot?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. That was a good Risk game. It was free too, so
that was so fun.
I don't know. It was definitely I don't know. Risk is cool.
I love Risk.
I don't like when games have heavy RNG.
That is true.
And Risk has the most RNG of any strategy game.
Oh my gosh, the rolling the dice thing.
Yeah. You could have the strongest army in the map, and if RNG wills it, they all get killed by like a 2-army person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although when you play Risk, you kind of dumb down your expectations.
Yeah.
Because it's like
But you still want to win.
I want to win.
Unless you play with Brian, and then for some reason
I
RNG
get
is
sweaty.
always on his side.
I get sweaty when I play with Brian because I want to beat him because he's the best, or quote unquote, like the best at strategy games. Although I did beat him in Risk that one time.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I didn't. No, I did. But okay, so I'm gonna tell a story.
Oh, that was fun.
So I think it was me, Brian, and you,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was the Roman Empire type.
It was
because
the old Roman Empire. Yeah.
So I took over Caleb, and I think there's someone else too.
You just let me have Italy.
Yeah. I let you have Italy.
That was my only spot left was Italy, and I just like kept it.
I conquered everyone, and then I let Caleb have Italy. But then I had mercy on Brian, and this was my mistake. I let Brian have a little piece of land, but I think he took over whoever else was playing with us. Their capital.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was Sam.
Yeah,
Sam
I
was
let
playing
him
with us too.
live, but he took over the capital, and that way he got all their cards. And so then that one little piece of land that he had turned into like a 30-person army or something. And then he took me over and he won.
It was so
I was
bad.
like, Brian, I had mercy on you.
he took my Italy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Those cards are OP.
They are.
I know. You can just stack them.
It's ridiculous.
Like you can spawn an army out of thin air.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's my... But then I played a game with him and I beat him. So that was like my comeback.
Now, Kingdoms and Castles. Is that one peaceful one?
It's not peaceful anymore.
Oh,
What?
really?
Well, yeah, because it was in early access, and
Wait. Isn't that a mobile game?
no, it's only on Steam. Well, I think they're working on armies and different things. That's in the works currently.
Oh.
But defense against certain things, that is a big part of it now.
Ricky, can you pull up Kingdoms and Castles?
Like
This game looks like Polytopia, but it's real time.
like there was one time I was just like playing around with it. I wanted to see if I could do it. But
this game.
basically I covered the entire map with buildings.
What?
Like I just
was
wanted to
lagging
try
so
it.
much.
It was lagging, yeah.
So is this kind of just like keep your people alive, or what is it? Like conquer?
It's kind of like a low key strategy game. It's not like Polytopia where you're gonna get killed by this. Although you can get like attacked by dragons and Vikings and
So you need
all
an
sorts
army.
of things.
The
You
game
do need
looks
defense.
Amazing. I love the graphic style.
I love like low poly stuff.
I know.
Yeah, and there's like if you place a certain item within a certain radius of something else, you'll get boosts on it. Then you can craft you can make an actual general housing area, and then you have like this courtyard in the middle where you could launch like parties and stuff, and it'll give the villagers happiness and stuff.
So they're working on
It's still in early access, so it's not finished yet, but they are working on some sort of PvP in it, which is cool.
I'd be down to play.
That's the only reason I haven't gotten it is because there's not PvP.
I love PvP.
Yeah, I know.
Just throw it on your wish list, and when
I think it is.
when they add it, you can finally just get it because it's like $10.
Because when I play a strategy game, unless it's something like Frostpunk where you're just trying to keep your civilization alive, I want to go conquer people.
Yeah.
Especially if you can build a castle. Like I want people to be able to conquer me if that's an option too, and I can defend against that.
Then you wouldn't like Anno then.
What's Anna?
That's just a colony sim.
Yeah, it's a colony simulator. Yeah.
Oh, so I guess that's what you would call Frostpunk. Ones that aren't
Yeah, but it's
PvP.
more hardcore at Frostpunk. Like
You don't build buildings.
you do in
Do you?
Frostpunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
It's minimal though. It's like you build an extra furnace, and you have to keep the furnace like up and running, and then you build like a house. And
It's funny that you say that, JJ, because that's actually so true. Because I don't like Frostpunk sounds really cool, but I want to conquer someone.
well, yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to play it.
No,
It's
yeah.
like,
But
it's one of those games that's there if you want to try it.
But that's why, yeah, like when I play with Sam, like Sam doesn't like playing PvP with me because he like I annoy him a lot.
Yeah.
Like we played PvP the other day, and I like without even knowing it, I just scouted and took land like directly through the map. So I was 2 tiles away from his town hall.
Oh my.
And he's like, Caleb, what are you doing? You're so close to me. And then I ended up conquering him, but it's just so funny because I do like playing against bots in Northgard too, because I'll play with Sam, and the cool thing with Northgard is that because there's so many clans, there are support clans, there are food clans, there's military clans. So then you can kind of, if you're playing a 3v3, 3 people versus 3 bots, or even PvP, 3 people versus 3 players, you can choose different clans to support each other. So you can have an aggro clan, a food clan to support everyone. That way. But yeah, I definitely like playing more like PvP, maybe even PvE type stuff.
Well, the thing is with Anno, I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything from it before. No. I think you've seen me play 1800 before.
Actually, Ricky, can you pull Anno up?
Look up Anno 1800 because it's the newest one and it looks the best.
ANNO?
ANNO, yeah. But basically, it's like it looks really, really good. And the thing is, it's actually heavily story based too.
Oh,
so like there's a lot of story to it.
Wait, so it's a story mode strategy game, kind of like XCOM?
Well, it's like a sandbox, but like it has a story, and they like give you something to do, and they're like, oh, we should build this so we can have trade with somebody else over here, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then there's a big story that goes along with it. So technically not like XCOM. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of hard.
That's not like XCOM.
Well, it just kind of sounds like it doesn't really sound story though. Unless there is
a story that goes along with it. I just can't explain it because I didn't really play it enough because I played Sandbox.
Oh.
I just played Sandbox, so there is a story that goes with it.
I know with XCOM, you have people that you keep alive, right?
Yeah, actually, Ricky, pull up the new XCOM. I've never seen footage of it.
XCOM 2.
So XCOM is a game that actually my dad was really into, and I actually played on the PS3, I think. The XCOM games are incredible, by the way. I mean, just top tier strategy games, but their story. So yes, you do have a squad that you want to keep alive, and your squad you'll have like a kind of like a heavy duty guy, a sniper, and it's kind of like you take control. No, it's not that. It's not like a big battle, but rather you kind of have this small squadron that you go on missions with, and you place them behind cover, and you tell like the sniper, okay, take out this alien, and then the heavy duty guy push through here.
So it's almost like a puzzle in a way.
Yeah, in a way. It's kind of, I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of like a Gears of War.
But
if that could
strategy,
be
which they do have a Gears of War strategy game called Gears of War Tactics.
Yeah, so it would be literally like that.
So I think they're copying XCOM when they made Gears of War Tactics.
Yeah, but what's really fun about XCOM is there's a sense of urgency in keeping your troop alive, because you're not necessarily going to get backup. If all your troops die, then you have to restart the level. So you really have to utilize your snipers. You have to utilize your health med people or whatever. And you have like 5 or 6 people in a troop, I think, from what I remember.
That's a Halo sword right there.
I think the new one has multiplayer. Can you check
that? It does, yeah.
Oh,
that sounds kind of fun, actually.
I love the XCOM
I was thinking,
games.
for a while ago, I think Brian has them too.
What, XCOM?
XCOM 2.
Is that on Game Pass?
It might be. Let me check.
Because, oh man, this is actually making me want to play it. It's very fun. It's very different from pretty much anything else that we've been talking about. It's way different. It's not to conquer. It's story-based level. It's like you would play a story game. You'd get through the level and you'd progress to the story, but rather you control all of your troop and tell them what to do.
I don't know if it is.
You can play multiplayer.
No, on Game Pass.
Oh.
But if you make a bad choice and your character dies, that's totally on you. Like there's no real there's not like weird RNG. It's like you place your character in the best optimal place and you do it in a way of like that helps whatever their main
the way you're
thing
saying
is.
it sounds like a puzzle game, and it's like
in a way, yeah. You could look at it that way.
Yeah, kind of like Hitman Go, Tomb Raider Go.
Yeah.
Where it's like a
John
little
Wick
board.
Hex. They have
that
one
thing?
now, yeah.
Where it's actually like a strategy puzzle kind of thing to take out people before they take you out.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like that.
Yeah. Huh.
It's really fun. At least I didn't play the second one. I played XCOM
and Enemy Unknown.
Yeah.
What was that old Star Wars strategy game? Was that Empire at War?
There was a couple, I think. There's Empire at War and then Galactic Battlegrounds.
Aren't they coming out with a new one as well?
Respawn is, yeah.
Yeah, I've actually never. Actually, no, I did play these when I was little on Patrick's computer.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate it at the time. I just wanted to shoot people in Battlefront 2.
How about I think everyone's or most people's childhood is Command and Conquer as a kid.
Yeah, I did play that.
Those were so good.
It's been years since I played it, like over 10 years.
I don't really remember it that much.
I played Command and Conquer Red Code or whatever it's called. Do you guys remember
Code
that
Red.
One? Code Red, yeah. That was a really fun
We
one.
played Generals, which was a little different.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but I remember there's like one group that has like a flame tank and like laser guns and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was, yeah, and you had those big armies too. The big, like, I remember big, like almost squares of like troops that you would send, and then the tanks too.
It reminds me a lot of Company of Heroes too, which is
Company of Heroes.
It's a strategy game.
Oh,
it's like
Brian plays
That's World War
like,
II, isn't it?
No. I don't think so.
Huh.
I mean, I think you can play World War II soldiers in it, but it's not just mainly World War II, I don't think. But what's cool about it is it's like Age of Empires, but kind of modernized. Because there's like certain points of interest around the map, and you got to go capture them.
What's up with all these live action trailers? Okay, here we go.
And there's like there's a Company of Heroes 3 coming out in the next year or two.
I saw that.
This
looks fun. It looks old though.
I think it's like 2013.
It is 2013.
So it's
cool.
What
was the game we were just talking about?
Command and Conquer.
No, Anno. That kind of reminded me, because at first I thought, is that like a RTS one that that kind of is like how do you say? I'm starting to say that again. It's like a time-based or history-based one. There's actually a free game that I covered in a free strategy game that video and article that I made, and it was really fun. It's called what is it called? Well, there's Empires Apart, which is literally that was a really good game. That's kind of a it's like a Age of Empires kind of free type game. It's really fun. Oh, War Selection. This is a free game that actually kind of blew me away. Literally, you start from the Stone Age and you progress. It's RTS. You progress through each of the time periods into modern day. So your group or your civilization progresses with technology too, and you can like research more things, like whether you want more of a military like technology based thing, or you want to like make big progression in food production or something. And it brings you through the centuries, and it's awesome actually.
You know, there's this one game we used to play on Roblox. It was a strategy game.
Oh yeah.
So the way it worked, it wasn't like the typical map where you just click on things, but you actually could still walk around with your Roblox character and then like command troops. So you could go walk over and just like check out your enemy's base and see what they got going on, but then you could send your troops over there to go attack them. And they were actually like 3D units, so sometimes they would like glitch out and like flip off the map and stuff. But you started like in the Stone Age kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you ended off with nukes. Like nukes was the ultimate thing. And we had a lot of fun with it.
That's crazy.
I hacked it with Cheat Engine, and I would like get myself nukes immediately.
I don't know.
I think that's funny. I think all of our search terms on our like tablets or whatever when we were 12 was how to get free Robux or how to get free Club Penguin membership.
We actually got free Club Penguin coins. I couldn't believe that worked.
I think it was that website, right?
Club Penguin Moneymaker.
That was insane.
It was one of those things that looks like a scam, but it somehow works.
Yeah.
Like they would just add coins to your account. I don't know how.
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember
you get all the drip. No, I never did it.
No, because that wasn't the premium currency.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
So you couldn't get everything.
I think probably now kids are searching up how to get free Fortnite cards or whatever V-Bucks.
Yeah, probably. What if there are ways? No, probably not. They probably have too good a security for that.
They just go to their favorite YouTuber who's like, "What's up, guys? I'm getting free free whatever it is." Like really?
What is it? What's that one game? Oh, Clash of Clans. Isn't that a strategy game? Remember how
Well,
huge?
yeah.
It's
Kind
probably
of
still
is.
as huge.
What is that genre?
It's online strategy,
don't
wouldn't it be?
know.
Because you kind of raid other people's.
Yeah, but it's like it is real-time strategy. Really?
But
I mean, it is when you fight, but then there's the whole building aspect that takes you like 10 days to build a wall piece.
Over 500
Yeah.
million downloads.
I think it's still a huge game, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, Clash Royale is pretty big.
Yeah, that's been memed on so much.
Oh, isn't it because of the ads?
Yeah.
Yep.
I see a lot of memes about that game, and I've never played it. Actually, I played it for like 5 minutes and then deleted
Is that
it.
the mobile?
Yeah. It's by the same people who did Clash of Clans.
Oh.
Wait, do you guys remember Boom Beach?
I used to play that.
Oh, I played that
Boom,
like
it was like
once or twice.
it came out after Clash of Clans came out because Clash of Clans did so well.
Yeah.
And like I remember like Nick and John were really into Boom Beach.
I played it a lot.
They were kind of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Clash of Clans was fun, and then eventually got to the point where you had to like buy Elixir like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
and just stop playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, what's the game you play? I seen you play it on your phone. What is that?
It's called Island War.
Oh, is that a strategy type?
Sort of. It's easy.
Oh, I've
but
seen ads for that. Is that where you go to another, like you float on your block and you take over another one, you get bigger and bigger? Kind of like Slither.io or whatever?
yeah. So I think that was the ad that I saw, but it's not like that whatsoever.
What is
So
up with that? Because
so
there's
they'll
the
show you
mobile
they'll show you-
advertising.
It looks so cool, and then you play it, and you're like, "This is nothing like the ad."
Yeah, the mobile ads are insane. There's got to be like, there's no prohibiting over that. Like, what's going on with that?
There
Just
was
false
What
advertisement.
is it? Like there were a bunch of ads about this murder mystery like mansion thing.
Mhm.
I saw a video on it before on YouTube and I watched it. It was weird. But like basically it was about this girl who like murdered people and like buried people in their mansion. And then the person was like, "Yeah, I finally went and played it." It was like a Candy Crush clone.
What?
Oh my goodness.
It was really the ads are about like girl murdering people and then
I
you
know
play
that-
it's like I don't know.
I know there's a mobile app called Homescapes or something, and that one has a lot of false advertisement. Like,
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
nothing to do with the game or the app.
I saw this. I was on this subreddit one time that had like horrible mobile ads. One of them, this guy walks up and sees this whale in the desert. It's like one of those badly CGI ones. And he starts crying. And he cries an entire lake into the water. And then the whale's happy. And so the civilization pops up because the whale's happy.
Oh my.
So dumb.
That really weird one that you sent?
Oh, pee in her
Kill
mouth.
them. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was like pee in her mouth or divorce. It's like, what? What
Why
are these
those your two
options?
options?
Mobile ads are
The
weird.
bad thing is, I don't even know if that was edited or not because some of these are so ridiculous.
Yeah.
What is it like? What is it? The ones where it's like the word games. It's like if you can't do this, then you're an old person, or you're like
Oh.
95
Oh, yeah.
and your brain's dying.
But it's something really obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
keep
like,
seeing those.
It's like really.
Or it's something that's actually impossible. It's like 99% of people can't figure this out.
I wonder if that's like a strategy. I wonder if people like say like, oh man, like
I don't
need
know.
to do this.
I feel like it's
don't-
foreign people doing it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the ads seem very like foreign based.
You know, it's one of the worst ones I ever saw. It was a Raid Shadow Legends ad,
Oh no.
but the thing was like, you can't play this game if you're under 40. Yeah. It's like,
Under
and
40?
underneath it says Raid Shadow Legends.
Or
Oh.
the ones where it's like I was gonna say there's some really sketchy ads.
Oh, they're yeah.
Like it's like don't go on this, don't get this app if you're under the age of 18.
Ugh.
And it's like
It's something really stupid.
It's like a Candy Crush, yeah.
it's so weird.
I don't know what happened to the mobile ad space, but it like went. They like lost.
There's
its-
such a low barrier to entry
yeah.
that all you need is just budget for a couple ads.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And
Yeah.
somehow people will download it because these little kids are like, "Ooh, this looks fun."
Yeah.
That's basically how it goes.
It's ridiculous. I don't know
But
how. This mobile strategy.
Then there
games.
are actually good ones for mobile, like Polytopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polytopia is good.
Apparently
Any-
Northgard's on mobile.
It's got bad reviews though.
There's a game that we used to play years ago. There's this guy named Sean O'Connor. I think that was his name. He used to make games in the 90s, like early 90s.
Oi.
One of them is called Slay. Yeah. And it's a strategy game where there's these little hexagons and there's like 10 different players or like NPCs on this map and they all have a different color. So basically, you have to like take over these squares and every square you own gives you like $1 per day on each of those territories. And like to get new troops, you need to have like $5 for the upgrade. And you basically put down a basic troop that takes like 1, but then you combine the 2 basic and it makes a more powerful one. And like every time you do that, there's like 4 tiers. The last tier is like $50 a day to keep alive. And then the other ones are like $1 to like $5. Or I don't even think it's dollars. But the goal is basically to conquer all the enemies and cut off their territory so they don't have funding for their troops. And I actually have this game on mobile now too. It was like $1 or something.
What's it called?
It's called Slay.
I thought we weren't able to get it on the App Store and we got it somewhere else.
You're able to.
So is it kind of like...
Wait, really?
It's also on Steam now too.
No.
Yeah.
So you have to balance making bigger troops with like some of the smaller ones so you don't go bankrupt type?
Basically, yeah.
Huh.
And you can expand your territories, but if let's say you have like a territory there's a big side on either side and they're only attached by like 1 hexagon, an enemy can step on that and cut your entire funding in half. And now you have 2 territories. They each have their own separate funding. And like trees will grow periodically and you have to chop those down because every tree is like 1 gold that you don't get per day. But if you leave trees intact, they'll actually spread. So you can use that to your advantage. And there's a lot of really cool strategy involved with it.
Oh, SLA, what? Sean O'Connor. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really basic. Like if you have a second tier troop, you can't place a second tier troop on top of that or like on the tile next to them. So like there's a completely protected area around that troop. But if you have a next highest tier of troop, then you can actually step next to it and kill that troop. So you can block your territories off with your troops, but then if they get a higher tier troop, then they can kill them. But then you're also risking with that higher tier that your funding can be cut off and then your guy just dies.
It's like a simpler version of some other strategy games.
Yeah.
Because other ones you have to manage like happiness and food or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, that's like finances.
Very simple, but there's a lot of strategy involved with it, which is the case with all these games.
Well, I like how that one you have to get a troop that's a level above the one that you're trying to attack. It's not like Risk where, even if you have 10 troops and they have 2, they could still possibly win if the RNG is not on your side.
Yeah, with Slay, it's not even RNG because like they have laid out maps you can join. The only RNG is maybe like trees growing on your thing, but that's very basic. Other than that, it's all your strategies and like what the enemies do to you, which I really like.
Has the most iconic voice lines in it. Oi.
Oi. Yeah. We say it a lot, actually. Not even realizing it.
Have you guys ever played the Halo Wars games?
Never.
No.
Or game?
2. There's 2 of them.
Isn't that free? Or is it on Epic?
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah. Well, I know that you were saying a lot of what Halo Infinite story is they take a lot from...
It took a lot from Halo Wars 2.
Which actually, I remember watching the trailer for Halo Wars years ago, and I remember that Aatrox, whatever his name.
Aatrox or something.
Isn't that the name of the kid in God of War?
Atreus.
Oh, Atreus.
Oh.
Okay. They're similar.
But yeah, it's... I don't know. I never was really interested in it.
It kind of looks, from what I remember, it kind of looks more like a Command and Conquer type.
I think so. I don't really know too much about it, other than the fact that it's Halo.
I mean, that could be cool.
Yeah, we should try give Halo Wars 2 a shot.
Even just for the setting of it, like Halo in general.
Yeah,
I think it'd be kind of cool. I wonder if it has online.
It does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has this huge story to it too, apparently, and there's a lot of people that follow it, so nobody really knows.
Do you remember in Lego Star Wars 3, there is an RTS game mode in there?
I remember that.
It was actually pretty sick.
That was, and you get like 6 spots in each of the areas you control.
Yeah.
And then you can either put like shield generators there to keep from getting like blasted from the sky.
Yeah.
You can put like a
you create
giant
battalions.
turret. Yeah. I forgot about that.
And you could go out in a speeder and like kill them yourself if you want to, or just send your own battalions after them.
I hope they add something like that into the new Lego Star Wars.
I'm so excited for that.
I know.
Yeah.
I might actually Are
you gonna pre-order it?
I don't know.
I did.
I want to.
I did like 2 days ago. Yeah.
I want to pre-order it.
I've built up this like resilience against. Well, I don't know if that's the right word. I don't pre-order stuff now much.
Yeah.
I haven't unless I'm like really excited for it and I'm gonna buy it like either way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because when you pre-order stuff, you get bonus stuff. You get like, what is it? You get like a Obi-Wan Kenobi character if you pre-order.
No, you get 6 DLC packs.
No, that's the deluxe edition.
Oh, it's like $10 more.
No, yeah, but if you pre-order the game, you get
it's 60.
60 for the deluxe. Yeah,
it's 50 normally.
Huh.
But like if you pre-order it, you get Obi-Wan as a playable character, like an old Obi-Wan figure, like with the yellow skin.
Yeah, but who would actually play as him when you got all this other
I don't know,
cool
you get
characters?
free stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get it for the bonuses. I just wanted to have it because I want to play it day one.
That's why I pre-order stuff, is so I can get bonus stuff.
You pre-order a lot.
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna buy the game anyways, and I might as well just get it over with.
You play it anyway.
Yeah.
You play it no matter what, almost.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last thing I pre-ordered besides these two, Elden Ring and
I might have
Lego.
pre-ordered Vanguard, but no, I didn't.
You didn't. Ricky did. He was the only one that pre-ordered it.
Pre-orders all the
You
CODs.
buy all the CODs, so
Yes, all but one.
infinite.
It's too bad you suck at it. I'm just kidding.
He's like, you want to bet 1v1?
I kind of want to go back on
bro.
Cold War, honestly. That was fun. That was fun.
Actually, Cold War
Cold War was
fun
really
later.
good. I liked Cold War.
It was fun later on for me, but I never really got into it. Well, I did at first, and then I stopped playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But the story was good. I remember that.
Yeah.
There's a game that's kind of an honorable mention. It's not really strategy. It's RimWorld.
I've seen the logo for that, but
It's a complete colony sim.
Oh.
So you actually have to build houses for your colony. You have to build like specific areas to store food, and like you have to manage every part of your colony. I've actually been really into these colony management games a lot. Like there's a game called Oxygen Not Included. It's also like that. You literally have to like build tanks for wastewater and like pipe everything up yourself, wire everything yourself.
Huh.
So you manage all of that as well as explore the surrounding areas. But RimWorld, like your characters each have a story behind them. So like this guy was a sheriff on Earth because it's like a colony of people that went to space. This guy was a sheriff, so he has like these abilities, and he did this on Earth and blah blah blah. And as it goes, like your character will be attacked by an animal, and like it goes into detail of like your character was bit on the arm, and now his arm doesn't work for a couple days, so his work will be slow, or like he was shot in the foot, so he walks slower now. So there's a lot of little specific things involved with that.
isn't this kind of a newer one too?
Ish. I don't.
I feel like
It wasn't early access and then came out, right?
RimWorld.
I'm pretty sure it was an early access game for a couple of years.
It has overwhelmingly positive reviews. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it, and it's more colony sim than actually strategy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've played it quite a bit, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I'm not sure if I've played any colony sims.
Did you play what is it, SimCity? 'Cause
No.
that's like, what is it, the most obvious colony sim you could think of?
Yeah.
Like when you think of colony sims, is
No, I
I've
don't think
never-
I've really played any, to be honest.
I'm trying to think.
If RimWorld was multiplayer, I played a lot more.
Yes,
That's the other thing is I like multiplayer
Yeah,
strategy games,
Mm-hmm.
mostly PvP.
Yeah, I don't get into these games as much, especially the single player ones, because they're so time consuming. You could spend hours and hours of every day of your life playing
Mhm.
these games.
That's probably why a lot of these have like people with thousands of hours. Like even
Oh yeah.
when I did the free strategy game list, there was people with like 3, 4, 5,000 hours in any given game.
I'm on the RimWorld Steam page. The second comment, the guy has 5,600 hours. This guy's 1,000 hours, 500, 400. Yeah, people
Even
get
4 or
tons.
500.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
That's
like
more. That's more than what we have in pub. I
Yeah.
have like 450 in pub.
My max is like 400 for Terraria,
yeah,
and that's like my most played game.
that's a lot of hours
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean, how much do you know about Terraria, and then times that by, or well, not know, but how much have you
I
played?
couldn't
of it?
imagine playing a game that much.
Well,
'cause-
the thing is, we have a couple hundred hours in Terraria on Steam.
Yeah.
We
not even
also
counting-
played on mobile. We've played on
PS3 and PS4.
PS3. Yeah.
I'm curious if any of my PlayStation games, like a Little Big Planet, I wonder if I have like 1,000 hours in that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Probably.
I mean, I
'Cause
play that
you
like
spend-
every day.
You spent a lot of time building.
Yeah.
But when you're
So-
kids and don't have any responsibilities,
Yeah.
that's all you got to do is just play games.
Yeah.
I know
have
these
fun.
people on RimWorld are probably not kids.
Oh yeah, unless
Yeah.
they're like a neckbeard or something.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Man, there's crazy hours these people have, like 1,000 hours all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know if like, for me at least, I'm not really drawn to these types of games. Like Northgard, obviously it's an exception
Mm-hmm.
because it's fun, but like, I don't know. If I had to choose any of them, it'd probably be Northgard to play.
I'll choose Northgard over like almost any other game.
Mhm.
Like if I want to play like Warzone or like God of War or something, if Sam's on or something and he's like, "Hey, you want to play Northgard?" Like I'll jump on Northgard.
Yeah.
It's that fun. Unless I'm like on a time constraint and I know that I won't be able to finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into Northgard more. I got it on sale, and I got that plus all the tribes for like $20.
Yeah, we bought it at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had the game itself, and I didn't have any of the tribes. So he bought the game and the tribes, and then I was like, okay, I'll just get all the tribes too.
Yeah. There's
So-
a new tribe, the Rat Clan.
Yeah, I don't have that
I
one.
think it's good on like Villager. Like
The
amount of
villager, you
villagers.
get villagers twice as fast, but I think
Oh.
they come in wounded.
They're super weak too, right?
Yeah,
Huh.
The whole goal is like to overwhelm people with just sheer numbers.
I think so. Yeah,
And then don't you have to do something gross? Like, I forget.
you have to like sacrifice something.
No, it's like you feed them trash or I don't know, something
I
weird.
don't know.
Yeah. That does sound kind of good to me though, because villagers are always. I always want more villagers. I always need more villagers. Like,
Yeah,
I always feel like it's too slow.
Mm-hmm.
But
What do we have for time, Ricky?
An hour and 21 minutes.
oof,
wow.
Yeah.
that's longer than I thought we'd be talking about
I know.
strategy
Mm.
games. I mean, I love them, but wow.
We
It's
can
probably
get
like
into
one.
the
It's probably
YouTube
like
deep dive
110.
now.
Yeah,
We never said this at the beginning, but for fun, we're just gonna go on YouTube and just see what random stuff we can find.
Yeah.
So we might even cut this out of the audio because it might be kind of slow.
Yeah. Possibly. Yeah. Well.
So for the audio listeners and also video listeners or video watchers, oh, it's still on. We decided not to do the video thing because we've been looking for a little bit and we haven't found anything that's that good. Mostly just long videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People trying to get watch time in. So that's gonna be it for today. We'll see you in the next episode.